Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Mount St. Vincent University's 150th Anniversary Gala. Dinner will begin shortly. Please make your way to the dining room. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Our dinner celebration of Mount St. Vincent University's 150th anniversary is about to begin. Please make your way to your seats. Thank you.
Search to find the love within. I came back to let you know, got a thing for you, and I can't let go. My friends wonder what is wrong with me. Well, I'm in a daze from your love, you see.
Good evening, everyone. Our dinner celebration of Mount St. Vincent University's 150th anniversary is about to begin. Please make your way to your seats. Thank you.
I'm in a daze from your love, you see. I came back to let you know, got a thing for you, and I can't let go. I only want the best, it's true. I can't believe the things I do for you. What you won't do for love. You've tried everything, but you won't give up. In my world, only you made me do for love what I would not do. Made me do for love what I would not do. Make me do for love what I would not do. Make me do for love what I would not do.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Could I ask you all to please rise as we welcome His Honor, the Honorable Arthur LeBlanc, Lieutenant Governor of Nova Scotia, and Her Honor, Mrs. Patsy LeBlanc. Welcome, and please have a seat, everyone. Thank you so much. For those of you I have not met, I am Joelle Dickinson, President and Vice Chancellor of Mount St. Vincent University. Still surprises me as well, thank you. I'd like to welcome you to our Gala celebration of Mount's 150th anniversary. Before we go any further, I would like to acknowledge that both MSVU and the Convention Center in which we gather this evening are located in Jabuktuk, which is part of Mi'kma'ki, the unceded ancestral territory which remains the homeland of the Mi'kmaq Nation. This territory is covered by the covenant chain of treaties of peace and friendship signed between 1725 and 1779. These treaties are affirmed by the Supreme Court of Canada and recognize Aboriginal title, which is embedded in both the 1763 Royal Proclamation and in Section 35(1) of the 1982 Constitution Act. The treaties are living agreements that establish the rules for an ongoing treaty relationship between nations. We pay respect to the knowledge embedded in the Mi'kmaq custodians of the lands and the waters, and to the elders, past, present, and future. Our journey of truth and reconciliation continues at MSVU as we maintain our overarching commitment, listening, learning, and ongoing continued action. Now, it is my pleasure to welcome Raymond Sewell. You'll know him from our graduations if you've attended one recently, an esteemed member of our MSVU alumni who graduated from the university with a Bachelor of Arts in 2008. Raymond is a Mi'kmaq singer from Pabonneau First Nation, and we are fortunate he is performing Spirit Song for us this evening. Raymond?
I'd like to thank y'all for having me to share my culture tonight. 150, let's hear it for 150. Like Joelle said, I'm alumni of the Mount, and I really found a place for my culture to fit in, so it's extra meaningful to be here tonight and start this off. Wow, the energy's awesome, good medicine. Abu Gwanwinin iskaminu muktuada sualinin. Yo yahi yahi yo yahi yo yahi yahi yo yahi yo yahi yahi yo yahi yo yahi yahi yo. Abu Gwanwinin dandeli el nukamal kaldudie. Abu Gwanwinin dandeli el nukera begiadie. Abu Gwanwinin dandeli el nukal sudmadie. Abu Gwanwinin iskaminu muk Yahie, Yahio, Yahie, Io, Yahie, Yahio, Tao.
Amazing performance, as always, Raymond. It always gets me right here. Thank you so much. I don't think I've ever been filled in a room with such exceptional people who have done so much for the Mount, each and every one of you. I'd like to cite you all individually. Unfortunately, I'm on a tight timeline for that. But please know that each of you is part of a Mount legacy, no matter what your relationship is with us. I will let you know that I've been told I cannot go off script tonight, but I should also let you know that that was not in my script. One of the MSVU champions who wasn't able to join us tonight, who sends her regrets, is the Honorable Margaret Norrie McCain. You may have noticed. We had a little announcement yesterday of a legacy gift of $10 million. And those of you who know Margie will have no surprise in that it's supporting early childhood teaching, research, and practice at the Mount. It's the largest gift in our history. From the amazing news to this fantastic event, it's been a bit of a whirlwind. So welcome, everybody. And speaking of wonderful friends of MSVU, a new friend, it's now my pleasure to hand the podium over to your MC for the evening. Please join us in welcoming Anna Almade.
Hello, everyone. Are we having a good time? The bar was great. I mean, education. My name is Anna Almeida. Big shout out to Joelle there. Did such a wonderful job. I too go off script, so I don't know if you want to read that throughout the night, but we'll see. Okay, I'm so excited to be here as your MC as well. We're going to be gathering, as you can tell, because this is a monumental moment, an incredible milestone for a very special university that has had an impact on our city and province far deeper than we think most of us realize. How many did go to the Mount? Raise your hand. Whoa, waving like you just don't care. Yes. All right, that was not in script. That's okay. All right. Let's continue on. As an event on campus earlier this year, Robert Wright, a well-known and highly regarded social worker and community leader, perfectly described the essence of the Mount's 150 years when he said this: "The Mount was founded by the marginal and at the margins, and it has become an institution not only dedicated to the education of women, but to the education of world leaders from that unique perspective of an institution that is sensitive to the situation and conditions of people who lived on the margins. It is a disruptive history in the best possible way." And now, to continue with that thought, we have a video to share with you that celebrates this history of challenging the status quo. Please turn your attention.
Mount St. Vincent University is the leading and longest-standing university in Canada for the advancement of women. Founded in 1873 by the Sisters of Charity, Halifax, the Mount was one of few institutions of higher education for women and girls in Canada at a time when women could not vote. From 1873 to 1914, the Academy primarily trained novices and young sisters as teachers, but the sisters recognized a need to educate even more young women. In 1925, the Nova Scotia legislature awarded Mount St. Vincent the right to grant its own degrees, making it the first and only independent women's college in the British Commonwealth. By 1951, the college offered degrees in arts, secretarial science, music, home economics, library science, nursing, and education. But tragedy struck in January of 1951 when a devastating fire destroyed the main building on campus. Without hesitation, the people of Halifax opened their hearts and doors to support displaced students, and the Mount rebuilt. In 1966, the college became Mount St. Vincent University, and a year later began admitting male students. Then, in 1988, university ownership and operations were transferred from the Sisters of Charity to an independent Board of Governors and Senate. Since then, MSVU has continued to expand its creative academic offerings, advance research in a range of areas, and add new academic, residence, and research buildings, including the Margaret Norrie McCain Centre for Teaching, Learning, and Research, the first building on a Canadian university campus dedicated to celebrating the accomplishments of women. Along the way, the Mount was home to some impressive firsts, including the first course in journalism to be offered in Canada, early leadership in nursing education. From 1949 to 1971, the Mount offered its own nursing program, the first child and youth study and public relations degrees of their kind in the Atlantic region and Canada, respectively. A groundbreaking distance learning program launched in 1982 that saw courses broadcast on TV, and the first Department of Women's Studies at a Canadian university. Today, MSVU continues to prioritize access to education for underserved groups, as well as meaningful efforts in truth and reconciliation. On October 20th, 2021, MSVU held a ceremony of apology and commitment to survivors, their families, communities, and all Indigenous peoples for its role in the tragedy of residential schools in Canada, noting that the Sisters of Charity Halifax had members who staffed 2 residential schools. MSVU now has a global alumni network that is 39,000 people strong, and each year welcomes 4,000 students on campus and online from all over the world, studying in a wide range of undergraduate and graduate programs across arts and science, professional studies, and education. As Mount St. Vincent University looks to the future, it continues to challenge the status quo and build on its commitments to social justice and promoting equity, diversity, inclusion, and accessibility for all.
Wow. Incredible. Incredible. Wow. There's so many things that they talked about in that video. It's just impressive. 150 years. It's unbelievable the success and the determination that people had to create these opportunities for many. And to think, as it mentioned in the video, that the Mount got its start with, only the institution of higher education for women and girls in Canada at a time when women couldn't even vote. Can you believe that? They offered that and women couldn't even vote. So thank you to them for, challenging the status quo, and that's what Mount University here, the Mount, is known for. So it's just incredible for human rights, basic human rights. Hard work, people, hard work. A round of applause, because we wouldn't be here if not for them. We couldn't even vote. Now listen to us. And the university's impact extends well beyond its original mandate. Throughout MSVU's history, the university has inspired immeasurable change for the better, and I love that. They've been a trailblazer when it comes to making education accessible to underrepresented population, and MSVU continues to prioritize access and impact for all underdeserved groups. So thank you to you for doing that. I don't mean to keep getting applause, but it's just such a wonderful thing to do. Now we have some housekeeping, so you can pour your glasses of wine, water, whatever you need to do, and I'll tell you what you need to know. So in case you haven't already spotted them, there are a couple of bars in the corners. So you can go check them out. They're in the back of the room, so you don't have to go outside this room to go get it. So it's less of a walk, which is lovely. And if you're looking for the washrooms, they are outside the room, so straight ahead, which is great. And there are gender-neutral washrooms by the escalator. You can talk, don't worry. This is, you know this, but I'm just letting you know again, okay. And there's also a wonderful silent auction, which I saw so many people checking out as well. And you can join in by scanning the QR code at your table or following the link noted as well. There are some great items up for grabs, like there's an electric bike. You don't have to pedal up the hills here. That does it for you, which is beautiful. There's also some jewelry. Who doesn't like a little sparkle? Some hotel packages, yes, dinners, and rounds of golf. All right, it's cold outside, but you know that it will soon be green again for us to go and play some golf. And all the proceeds from the silent auction will go to the MSVU 150 Access and Impact Fund, providing much needed assistance to the students who face barriers to education. So I'll just take a few moments to visit the auction site, put your bids in, and then one of those lucky items, they could be yours. Also, if you see a ticket on your table, do not throw that out. Do not give it to someone else unless you are sharing is caring, we know, but if you're like me, you want to win. So hang on to those. There's going to be a lucky draw later tonight for an exclusive pair of custom MSVU 150th anniversary Converse sneakers. They're beautiful. Converse sneakers. You'll be like Joelle. Hey. Okay, so, and they're not Joelle's, they got their own. I tried to take hers. Okay, and I hope you're sharing and tagging all of your photos tonight on social media, and you can use the hashtag MSVU Gala 150, that's simple. Looking for inspiration, there's an awesome photo wall, but there's also the 360 video booth, which is so much fun. You feel like a celebrity. Okay, so I'm gonna stop talking so you guys can eat. Enjoy your soup, and I'll be right back. Yeah, do you want me to do this one? I have some big news, everybody. If you like biking and you like the bike to do some of the work like me, we just found out that Zen Electric Bikes has donated a second electric bike. I know, people are so generous. They've been up the hills, they know what's up. All right, so big thank you so much to Zen Electric Bikes. Get your auction items, get those bids in. This could be yours.
Suddenly you were here, like an angel appeared, and the world that I knew changed into a wonderland. Then you called out my name, looked around and I found you were gone. Like the rays of the sun, disappeared into never-ending night, where everything real has turned to stone, and the songbird has flown. Now I know a rose can change a shade of blue. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. A shade of blue. My body's hurting, crying and yearning. Sometimes I feel like I'm losing my mind, and I think about you, knowing only you could understand. Here alone in my room, I can feel all the walls closing in, feeling trapped in a shell, wishing that I could spin the wheels of change, 'cause everything real has turned to stone, and the songbird has flown. Now I know a rose can change a shade of blue. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. A shade of blue. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. A shade of blue. Everything real has turned to stone, and the songbird has flown.
Hello, everyone. Was the soup delicious? Yes, a great little starter. We got 5 claps. I'll take it. All right. So, like I said, I'm really happy to be your MC today. It's a great honor. When they ask, I was like, wow, nobody else? Really? You chose me? And I was just so shocked and honored. So, oh, thank you for the 2 woos. Oh, stop it. Keep going. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. They told me this would be a great opportunity. They chose me to be up here because I don't follow the status quo. I like to do things my way. Sometimes it doesn't always go the way that I hope, but I try. So my family moved to Canada from an island in the middle of the Atlantic called San Miguel in the Azores. We moved to Canada when I was a child, and we called Cambridge, Ontario home. My family is still there. I moved to Halifax 13 and a half years ago with 2 suitcases and a dream and no friends and a place to live. But here we are today, and I'm very proud. So I would like to ask, coming from a background of parents who are immigrants, who are labor workers, and people talking down to them consistently, and I would watch it. but they had to work to provide for my family and I so we would have food on the table. I thought to myself, I'll be damned if allow that to happen to me, if my parents sacrificed everything to give me an opportunity and I just wasted it away. So I decided in that moment as a child that I was going to do big things with my life. I didn't know which way it was going to turn, but I was determined. How many people here, put your hand up if you've ever had somebody say no to you? You want to do something? Right? Everybody? That's right. But with those no's came a yes, and I said, hell yes, I'm going to do that. So thank you for your no. Thank you for not believing in me. Thank you for pushing me to believe in myself. Because of you, I am here today. And I am appreciative of all the opportunities and sacrifices and all the no's, those tears. I've cried a lot of tears, I still do. It's not easy, especially, being a woman, an immigrant, parents who don't know the language, don't speak English, and being a parent to your parent. But I wouldn't trade it for anything. I think they've really shaped me, and I'm so proud that I'm Portuguese, and my parents, Maria and Mariana Almeida, decided to give up their dreams so I could fulfill mine. So thank you, and that's exactly what Mount St. Vincent University does for so many people. I could cry, I'm sorry, I didn't expect it. I had like a sip of wine, and here I am. God, so emotional. So thank you for allowing me to share my story, and I hope that if you hear a no, that you continue to push through and believe that your yeses, the yes that you feel inside will turn into your dreams, and your dreams will come true. So with that being said, Halifax and beyond, the Mount provides, and it really does, a safe place where we can truly celebrate the rich diversity of our community and everyone who's a part of it. The university's commitment to fostering equity, diversity, inclusion, and accessibility really is remarkable. Thank you. 150 years. All right, let's do a round of applause. I didn't realize how large I looked there. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Still the same. I turn this way? Okay. Woo. Just a few reminders before we carry on. The silent, now you can start talking. This is just like, the housekeeping stuff. But the silent auction, now we have 2 e-bikes. Isn't that awesome? My gosh. I will get up that hill. Yes, I will. All right. So if you need any assistance, downloading and getting a bid in, there are plenty of people around to help you. And if you're checking out photos online, there's a 360-degree video photo wall, which is so much fun. Check those out. Make sure you tag us as well. Tag your friends. And now, as we continue on with the evening, I'm excited to introduce you to a video featuring especially inspiring Mount St. Vincent community members, the distributors and status quo challengers being featured in the MSVU's 150th anniversary campaign. Take a look.
In celebration of our 150th anniversary, we're putting a spotlight on 6 status quo challengers. Meet Cheyenne, a child and youth study alum who was valedictorian of her graduating class. One of her proudest accomplishments and most lasting impacts has been her contributions to MSVU's food security projects. Our second status quo challenger is Dr. Tamara Franz Odendahl, who empowers girls and women to carve their own paths in the traditionally male-dominated fields of science, technology, engineering, and math. Through facilitating hands-on science retreats and summer camps and professional development for women, Tamara blazed a trail for women in STEM in Atlantic Canada. Our next status quo challenger is Tyler. In 2023, this education alum marked the culmination of his MSVU experience as the valedictorian of his graduating class. Now an elementary school teacher, Tyler is committed to inspiring future generations to dream big. His advice to others: bet on yourself, keep moving forward, and embrace the challenges. Up next is Jessie. Jesse led a group of youth to the hit CBC show Dragon's Den, where they secured a game-changing investment to advance their now immensely successful salad dressing business. 100% of the proceeds from the Hope Bloom's Fresh Herb Dressing social enterprise are reinvested into growing food and providing scholarships. To date, over $220,000 in scholarships have been granted from the sales of their dressings. During her address to graduates when receiving an honorary degree from MSVU in 2021, Jessie spoke of the importance of generosity and gratitude as learned from the youth at Hope Blooms. Our next status quo challenger is Samantha. Samantha is a passionate advocate for Indigenous youth. Graduating in 2021 with a master's degree in child and youth study, Samantha says the support and guidance she's received at the Mount have been overwhelming, affording her opportunities that she didn't previously think possible. Last but not least, our final status quo challenger is Dr. Joelle Dickinson, President and Vice Chancellor of Mount St. Vincent University. Joelle embodies the mission, vision, and values of MSVU. She champions social justice, equity, diversity, and inclusion, striving to create an accessible and inclusive learning environment. These remarkable status quo challengers represent the heart and soul of MSVU. Together, they are the embodiment of a legacy that continues to defy conventions and shape a better future.
That just shows a beautiful representation, that there is room for all of us, that we all belong, that we can support each other and watch each other succeed. So we are fortunate to have those status quo challengers featured in the video here with us this evening. So when I call your name, I want you to stand up and I want you to wave, okay? We want you to be celebrated. Tyler Simmons. Stand up, Tyler. Yes, Bachelor of Education degree. Teaching our youth right there, and that smile. See it from here, Tyler. I see that smile. Samantha. All right, Rio. Yes, Samantha. 2021 MSVU graduate with MA in Child and Youth Study. All right, Cheyenne Hardy, where are you? Come on, yes. Graduated from the Mount earlier this year with a Bachelor of Child and Youth Study degree. Jessie Jollymore. Oh, Jessie. Bachelor of Applied Human Nutrition degree from the Mount, who was also the 2021 recipient of an honorary degree from MSVU. All right. I love the dressings, too, I got to tell you. All right. Dr. Tamara Franz Odin Dahl. Where are you, doctor? Oh, yeah. A professor of biology at Mount St. Vincent University and outgoing NSERC Atlantic Chair for Women in Science and Engineering. Incredible. Last but not least, she may have the best shoes in the house right now, all right? Mount St. Vincent University President and Vice Chancellor, I want you to stand up, Joelle Dickinson. Joelle told me, she was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I want to talk, but they said, Anna, you need to talk for me. So I'm going to let you speak in a few minutes. All right, so to our 6 status quo challengers, it was wonderful to celebrate Mount together with all of you this evening. You represent all this extra special that is about this university, and we're so fortunate to count on you as members of our local community, and I'm sure many come to you for advice and just appreciation for all that you do. So with that being said, I'm going to allow you to pour another glass of wine or pop or water, no judgment, and enjoy your dinner, and we'll be right back. Enjoy. Thank you.
your smile can't disguise the look of love. It's saying so much more than just words could ever say. And what my heart has heard, well, it takes my breath away. I can't hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited, waited just to love you. Now that I have found you, you've got the look of love is on your face, a look that time can't erase. Be mine tonight. Let this be just the start of so many nights like this. Let's take a lover's vow and then seal it with a kiss. I can't hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited, waited just to love you. Now that I have found you, don't ever go. Don't ever go. I love you so. I can hardly wait to hold you, feel my arms around you. How long I have waited, waited just to love you. Now that I have found you, don't ever go. Don't ever go. Don't ever go. Explain to me your position